I've done conventions where people will look me dead in the eye and tell me what I do is absolutely disgusting. I'm like, well, thank you. For all intents and purposes, my name is Ryan Almighty. At least that's what I sign everything as. Anything that's off the beaten path or upsetting or unusual, I'm drawn to. I'm so drawn to weird, and it's become so normal to me. The word weird is, I'm desensitized to it. It's almost meaningless. What's weird to me are people that are total conformists, that are doing what is expected of them. My museum is oddities and unusual items I've been collecting over the years. So I have a lot of dead babies, body parts in jars. I sure do have a human hand in a jar. I've started collecting things probably 20 years ago. And it's gotten to the point now where things just find me. You know, I don't really have to search anymore. I obviously like human remains. You know, I don't know if that's a little bit of a trip down my psyche that people don't want to take, but yeah, nothing like having human body parts and bones and that kind of thing around, having your own personal graveyard. You know, you're never lonely when you have, you know, your friends around. I come from Lucille Ball's hometown. Everywhere you go in Jamestown, New York, there's giant murals of her. There's Lucy Museums. Twice a year there's festivals. Of course, I wanted to make fun of it, so I designed a skeletal Lucy. I also have a skeleton in a coffin I used to put on display, and I would charge tourists $1 to come and see the body. I like to think Lucy, as a comedian, would see the humor in displaying a body, you know, to people that were hero worshiping, and it just became a fun thing. I have a lot of serial killer artwork. I used to write to John Wayne Gacy, and I spent pounds with him. Writing to Gacy was super interesting because the first thing he would do would make you fill out a questionnaire. And Gacy's sociopath personality, he would gear his correspondence according to your questionnaire. Like if you're a punk rock kid like I was and you wrote to him with an attitude, he would be really fucking raunchy with you. If you're an old lady and wrote to him, he would talk about recipes with you. I am a tattooist. I've been tattooing for 25 years. I got into that early on when it was pretty outlaw.
How are you? Are you okay with it?
I'm glad I did it because it's gotten me through. I made a living in the art field. Am I a successful blood painting artist? I'm in the top 5. I use a hypodermic needle. I take somebody's blood. I have a secret medium that I mix it with so it doesn't clot. I use a watercolor technique. I like to paint in a fairly realistic style, but very expressive at the same time. I want it to look like it's painted in blood. I don't want anybody to make any mistake that there's blood spattered all over those fucking canvases. Yeah. I like to get aged punk rockers to donate their blood and paint in them. I have Jello Biafra, Jerry from Poison Idea, He Who Cannot Be Named from the Dwarves, Dana from Demonic Christ. Well, here's a little piece of them that's going to be here when they're gone too. My idea of success is leaving something behind that people remember. It's almost as much fun to have people be upset and disgusted by you as having people admire and respect you. I'd like to see the collection kept together. I would also like to see my hands put on display with the stuff. I like the idea of those being displayed together. I like the idea of my museum being displayed, and I would love nothing more than for myself to become an exhibit in it one day. I have chosen to live my own way, and not a lot of people can say that. I'll try to exploit my own crazy as much as I can. You know, you got to use what you got, you know, and that's what I try to do. And let's hope that it works out. Who knows? Time will tell, right?